This is a new bridge. After the Silver Bridge fell, they built this bridge about a mile down the river from Evelyn. And this is the bridge that connects Point Pleasant with Gallipolis, Ohio. And I wanted to go over the bridge so you could see it, and then see the river and go into Ohio.
It's kind of nice.
Nice bridge, yeah.
It's Kanawha River. We're going to cross this big bridge up here to the right. That goes over to Ohio.
Which one? This one goes over Kanawha.
Right, this one goes over to Kanawha.
I get mine rivers mixed up sometime, even when there are only two of them.
Well, right at the junction.
I get them mixed up, only two of rivers, and I get them mixed up.
Well, that's one of the reasons that it's called Point Pleasant, is that where the Indians traded and the trappers traded, and right there at that point, they called it Point Pleasant because they had a good experience, because that's where they did their trade, which is kind of neat.
Now this is not the one they replaced, is it?
This is going across the Ohio right here.
Is this the one? Is this the one they replaced, or the other one?
This right here is.
Yeah, but the other one's the one they replaced. This one here goes over into Gallipolis too.
Yeah.
This is how you get to Gallipolis, but the other one you had to get across there to get across this one. That's how that worked. Actually, this one's lower. Okay.
Welcome to Ohio.
Yeah, we come down here a lot, like on Sunday drives. We get to our stay in Ripley, and we go to Parkersburg, we go to Point Pleasant, over to Gallipolis, just to change the scenery. And
it's a nice little town.
We buy stuff down here. A lot of times you can find things down here you can't find at home.
You know, this whole area, I bet they have, just on this side of the river, probably 4,000 or 5,000 population, maybe bigger than that.
I believe right at 5,000 people live here, I think. I read. Yeah.
All right, this is Route 7.
Where is that hill? That big hill where that man built that house?
If we can see it, it'll be up this way off to the left.
I don't think we can be able to see it, but there's a house. I mean, it's a mansion built on top of one of these hills. We used to be able to see it. I don't know if we can see it now or not. It's on one of those hills. This man was a tugboat operator. He owned several tugboats, and he'd go out and meet the boats and help them do their tows and everything. And his wife tried to join some clubs in the town, and the women wouldn't have nothing to do with her. They called him a river rat, and they didn't want her in their lodges or nothing, so she couldn't join nothing. Well, after a few years, he sold his outfit for several $1 million, and he built her a mansion. I believe that's it, way up on the hill.
I think so.
I don't think you can see it, but way on top of that hill to your left.
We might be able to turn in a parking lot up here to the left here, and we'll see if we can catch it.
Back on that hill is that house. He built a great big house, and it's got a church in it. He's a smart man. He didn't want to pay taxes, so he put a church inside the house. And movie stars, a lot of movie stars has come to look at that house because of it. But anyway, after he got to be a millionaire and built that big mansion, they wanted her to join their clubs, but she wouldn't have nothing to do with that. They're both gone now, but that's the story. She's still up there on the hill, the big mansion he built for his wife.
I think what we're going to do, we'll go up here, Mommy, to that place where we get them hot dogs while we're over here.
Okay. We're going to get some good hot dogs up here someplace. I don't remember. He remembers, but I don't.
Yeah, it's unusual. Well, there's two places. We both want, they put pickles.
Yeah, I had to slice pickles across the top.
And I don't care for that.
I didn't care for that either.
But I guess that's something they like.
Is this camera still on? Mm-hmm. It's a nice little sized town. They got every town just seems like it's got about the same thing.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go. Well, I'm enjoying doing these videos. You know, I really do. I just love doing them. And I got a number. I got another subscriber. Boy, that was so much fun.
Yeah,
when
we
I
did.
seen that number change. Oh, I was tickled to death. I seen that number change. Another subscriber.
Yeah, you're doing good, Mom.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing good for my hours too. But just to get started, we still haven't been doing it for about 45 days or something like that. That's all we've been doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, we kind of like trial and error. We have to figure out what works and what doesn't. And right now, I'm just trying to show people what
The area looks
West
like.
Virginia looks like. But this part right here, we're in Ohio. We're come across the river. But that's part of the United States, so I guess we can talk about Ohio. I've lived in Ohio.
Mom, gas over here is $1.99. If I just waited
It's
about a
little
minute,
bit.
I'd-
You're saying 6 more cents.
a dime.
Yeah, you're saving every dime. We're watching these prices on these gases because every town's got different prices on them.
Ours is high compared to a lot of the other
Where
places.
we live, they're a lot higher than anywhere else. They're 20 cents higher than everybody else.
30 cents.
Well, 30 cents. I don't know where that hot dog place is, but I don't really remember going to a hot dog place out here. Did you?
Yeah, there's 2 places we've stopped. River, good picture. Water looks high.
This is an ideal job, even though you don't get no money for it.
There's a barge over here, like tugboat.
Look at that.
I don't know if they can see it or not.
This is an ideal job for people that's retired. If you
Look at that
got the
tugboat
time.
there on the motel.
I wish you let me finish my sentence
Go ahead.
before I get. You won't let me say nothing.
Go ahead.
I want to talk too.
Go ahead.
I don't have nothing to say now. You know, I remember this.
Mhm.
I remember this turn right here. Yeah.
Have a nice drive. We'll go over to where Hosier Hospital is.
Yeah, I think so.
There's that other place, that shake
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, at one place we ate.
We'll go on to the there's another one up here. You're in no hurry to get back, are you?
No, I'm not in a hurry to get back.
We'll just go up this way and then get us a couple hot dogs. We could sit there. I think we ate there one time. It looked like some kind of
Park of some kind.
yeah, like a horse park place or something.
Oh, I believe that was the fairgrounds.
Fairgrounds, yeah.
Where it was at.
Oh, I don't have to turn here. Let's go straight.
I don't remember no hot dog place up here.
It's on up here a few miles. You go in, you know where the Hosier Hospital is?
Yes.
It's up
But
around
about
there.
where it's at, yeah.
This is new here.
Yep, that's brand new. Boy,
There's
people
old
just
cemetery.
building stuff all over the place. Boy, there's a large cemetery.
Well, that's an old one too, ain't it?
Yeah.
That one guy, 539 Productions, he does a lot of cemeteries.
Well, we're going to be doing some genealogy next year, next fall, if God lets me live and nothing happens. We're going to do a genealogy trip, and I'm going to retrace my steps. But I've got 20 years into that. We went to Pennsylvania. I can't tell you how many trips, and I imagine we've probably been in more cemeteries than anybody.
Once we get where I get retired, we can do a lot more. Plan a little bit
But
better.
we're going to do that, and next year. For one thing, I want to do it for the Markles because
We'll actually start this year,
they can see where I'm getting my information.
Mommy.
You know,
We'll actually start this year
yeah, it'll be this year.
because it's 2019
Yeah,
now,
but this next fall, I said.
and we might even be able to take a trip before then.
Well, maybe. But I want to do it to show people how hard it is to get this information. But after 20 years, I'm pretty good at it. You have to walk. You have to walk through the cemeteries and look up the names and where they're buried. And I found my fourth great grandfather's house. It was built in 1767. I got to go through it twice. I can't believe I found a house in my back on the Markle side that old. I don't want to talk to you about it too much now because we'll be going up there next year, and it's a long trip and it's a hard trip, but it's worth it.
I think that's an old log house off to the left.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice up in here.
Mm-hmm. We'll go up here and get something to eat. Petersville.
Well, we got our hot dogs and we came out here to this fairground.
It's kind of nice
to
out
eat.
Here. Let's see the best way to get out of here. I don't know if I can go that way or not.
I'll go back the way we came.
Yeah, I think
It's on the
that's the way
safe
to
side.
go.
They must have a pretty good sized fair over here.
It looks like they have campers or something parked in between these little roads here. Yeah.
It's a nice area. It's nice place. In the summertime, it's really pretty. Of course, it's been raining and everything.
We'll check out our stabilization with these bumps on the camera.
Here. It's supposed to be smooth.
Hero 7 black. So there you go.
You don't
See how
say
that
fairgrounds
works.
there, but that's why I think they have there.
Yeah.
But they said campgrounds there. Maybe people camp there sometime there. Oh, I ain't got my seatbelt on. There we go. Now, what anything else?
Well, we'll just stay on the interstate this time and then go back to cross the bridge this way instead of going the old way since we already went the old way.
Okay.
It's just a loop around Gallipolis, about 2 mile loop, 3 mile loop, and we'll go right back across the bridge we came over to Gallipolis on. This is part of the interstate, or I don't know if it's really an interstate, but it's the road that they built, the double lane going all the way into cross lanes. Remember cutting through.
Somebody that never been to West Virginia before will probably watch it.
Yeah, I think so.
Because people have heard so many tales about West Virginia, they don't think there's much here. We got everything everybody else has got.
Yeah.
I've been there, I know. I've lived in California, Pennsylvania, Ohio, different places.
Sure.
I know for all those people, it's just about the same everywhere you go.
It just
But they hear this stuff and they just I don't know what it is. But they
just a
don't wanna
different
believe the
area.
truth.
Yeah. It's just a different area, so it's nice for people not from this area. Just kind of look some of the local stuff.
Now, where's that bridge up there?
Yeah. Now, if we got off this exit, we could be right back in the Galapagos where we first came in. In that woman's house, he was talking about that guy's back that way up top of the hill.
I don't know if I'll be able to. He built that little thing. He had one from scratch. He ended up having 7 tugs. And he even had people working for him.
He had a pretty good size operation for this area.
Yeah, he had meat on them boats. He helped do meat tows and everything. Smart, he's smart. It takes a smart man to do that kind of work. I mean, I don't think so, but it does.
It's just like being a mechanic.
There's a what? There's a towboat right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera picked it up or not. We're
It's just
crossing
like,
the bridge now back into West Virginia. There's a towboat running down the river.
right there, mommy.
That's a big one there.
All right, we ready to head back?
Yep, we're ready to head back. We'll go through Point Pleasant, then we'll be on our way home. I want to go on about their thing, leaving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to see that. I think that's a wall we built in case of floods. They close that wall, keep it from flooding the town. Yeah, here's the wall right here.
Go past.
They close this off, and the river gets up. That helps protect the town. There's a railroad bridge. I don't know if it's still in use or not.
I like that tunnel. Little tiny tunnel we drive under.
Yeah.
I don't guess it's a tunnel, kind of like an old bridge.
Something like that.
It's